Hello, and welcome to my stream today, where I am back into Girls Frontline as we are slowly but surely approaching the best part of my favorite events. The part where stuff happens. um, the very end bit of the Continuum Turbulence is honestly a masterpiece. Because we all know what a certain character deserves, and we all know that a certain character should, you know. Anyway. Anyway, hello and welcome, first of all. And, I'll actually immediately jump in, because why not? Also, we're getting really, really close to parts of the story that I've technically not played yet, because I've played Asoma, I've played Shattered Connection, I've played Polaris Light. What I've not done is play Chapter 11. So I have no idea what these maps are. Nor do I know the story within them. Surviving Doomsday. Did we already do A New Hope? I think we did. Let me just quickly check. I'm still alive. No, we're all still alive. Yeah, okay, I think we did. How? Hope is... Yeah, we have done this one last week. Yes. Yes, we have. Well, technically done it. We didn't actually do it. The Sum of All Our Arts, I think we've done this one. Let me check. Again. I think we've done this. Rescue party is trying to break through the encirclement. Something's not right. The military has changed the way on their position of troops. They must have caught... Okay, yeah, that's when the main force arrives. And then the artillery blast everything to shit. Yes, we have done this one last week as well. So... Ahem. Vile Rats is where we'll actually go. Jesus Christ. The rescue party's stealthy retreat is discovered by the military. So you really decide to sneak away, Vile Rats. Artillery force, fire the target area. All other units, block the exits. Kill everything on sight. The busters, the meteors on Ontario. They're not pursuing us. They're trying to blow us to pieces with artillery fire. Isn't that worse? We have you completely surrounded. You'll either die from artillery fire or from my own bullets. Run. Don't look back. 24, don't drop Angie. We'll cover you. Where should we move, Angie? Angie? Hey, Angie! Angie passed out. We must go get out of here ASAP. Shut up, bro. You're slowing down my reaction speed. Scanning the terrain. That's more important than whatever you're doing. Diego's bluffing. The military hasn't completely surrounded this area. There's an opening right ahead of us. Run to the cover over there and head east, 4 o'clock. Don't let the enemies intercept you. Follow Rose direction. We're making a run for it. 10 minutes later. So, Angie's body slipped through the encirclement. Saw that 5 minutes ago. You got outrun by a few dolls. Our pursuit was less efficient than we expected. The Hawks kept disrupting our attempts. And the firepower doesn't pose much a threat to us. Send out the hammer with the units first and cover their whereabouts. Confirm their whereabouts. Is the drone still not near, but not ready? It's still being repaired. We can only send out scan for their signals at the moment, but we have no way of confirming visuals. However, the movements are still clearly traceable with our surveillance. And so, there is an abandoned structure in the direction Angie's party is headed towards. They're very likely to seek refuge in there. We're in the heart of the battlefield. They have no hope of getting help. Capturing them is only a matter of time. They'll be digging their own graves when they walk inside the building. I would save their despair and kill her with my own hands. Meanwhile, the rescue party is on the run. AK-12, I see an abandoned building just ahead. With a thick exterior wall, the radiation should be low inside. We can take refuge in there to treat Angie and contact the commander. The military will find us and have us surrounded. Or just demolish the building with our tanks. The tanks won't get here soon, so soon. I'm guessing that only the mechanical units or human soldiers will enter the building. And here you go. He wants to seek revenge against NG himself. So should we all head inside and set up our defenses? That will be more secure, but having all our signals in one place will make us too conspicuous. If only... Nope. If only AK-12 and I are in the building, we can hoodwink their scans by camouflaging our signals. 416 and I can only disguise our signals for signals, which is basically useless against the military. If we do that, we'll have to split up. You can figure out a way to draw the military away so we have more time to wake NG up. But even for me, this is a bit too risky. The military may be able to detect NG's biological signs. If they do enter the building, you three will be in grave danger. But even if we all engage in the military right here in the building, they're also still against us. AK-12, you're the leader now. You decide. Do we all go in, or do just the two of you stay with NG while the rest of us draw the enemy away? We're about to reach the building, so make up your mind soon. Mission prompts. If you choose everyone enters the building, have AK-12 and A-94 retreat from a friendly helipad. If you opt for only to find NG enter the building, establish a supply line and draw the enemies away. Completing different objectives in this mission, yeah. So we do need to go for the way that I didn't originally do. Which I think is rescuing them. Well, the good thing is we have some fairly effective squads here. Specifically, this one is going to be extremely helpful. We can only spawn two, but yeah. Alright. And we do need to spawn one on the barn post. Move over here. Will you start moving out into rescuing people? You are just circling, aren't you? Okay. That's not too bad. That's pretty bad. That's a lot of firepower. Can we defeat that? The answer is yes, probably thanks to the fact that G36 is kind of busted at the moment. Or G36C specifically. All right. Bakum. More enemies dead. So what I'm going to have to do is essentially spend one turn every time here, or one move, to move the defending squad out of the way of the big guys. Because otherwise they'll just run straight in, and 121k is a lot of power. Wait a minute, no, that doesn't work. Ah, fuck. I need you to not be there. I'm stupid. Rescue. Now we essentially just need to wait here for one turn. I could have done both of these objectives at the same time, essentially. But oh well. Wait, fuck. I need to restart. I just realized my mistake. One, two, 1, 2. Okay. I need to move these out from here. I can't move them away from where they are right now, for the simple reason that they will get attacked by the enemy big guys, which will kill me. Surprise, surprise. Bonk. Very good. These small squads are really not the problem. Killing them is quite easy. This enemy squad might be a bigger issue. Might. Probably will. Never mind. That was barely a mistake. Very good. So I can move you over here. Also switch these. And then rescue. Going to that tile would be fine right now, actually. Switch. Rescue. Move over here. And turn. That's gonna mean that it's gonna be 2 small segments of combat. Don't really care about it. This might actually be the part of the story that I have done, because now that I'm looking at this map, this map requires very annoying things to deal with. Maybe it has to do with a helipod and the radar in the top left. Very likely that it does, actually. Because you need to build a supply line, which does mean that you have to somehow stop the circling of those fucks, because you need to somehow get in there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Doesn't work from here. I need to bide my time for 1 more turn. Oh, 2 more turns, essentially. I can get 1 squad out, though. We already established that this squad should be able to just murder this. And that's what it's doing right now. Damn, they actually broke through G36C's invulnerability. That's unfortunate. They did enough damage. They did enough damage. So move in here. Retrieval completes. And retreat the squadron. Yes. now I should be able to just have you wait on here. End the turn again. Should end up with one of the cameras on this squad here. Means that I can leave. This is definitely the easier way to do this mission. I can already tell that. This should probably put us on the path that we are already on. It is not the path that we are on, so that's actually what I didn't do. It does seem like a dead end, though. Luck. It's a story bit. Exclusively. Let me just quickly... No combat in this mission. And it doesn't seem like there's a path going away from it, so it's probably a bad end. It's probably a bad end. Luck. Ah, it's just symbolizing the encirclement, I'm guessing. Okay. Brut. Okay. I don't know what's happening. The final decision is to have everyone enter the building and set up defenses. I do not think this is safe. The military will find us, but we'll be prepared. Eka 12, we're all ready. Eka 12, the military is coming towards the building. They must have discovered us. That's to be expected, but we don't have a choice. At least we fight together. Yeah. It's the first time we take the military's main force head-on. For NG. And for ourselves. N84, do you resent the choice I made? I trust you, Eka 12. No matter what choices we make, in the end, it always comes down to luck. That is what you said. That's true. All we need is a stroke of luck. I had a dream. A dream where others died for me. I know when I wake up, everything in my dream will come true. But I must wake up. This is something I must face. Hey God. We had very loyal subordinates. They fought to the bitter end, as all tactical adults are expected to. Naturally, their effort was futile against us. I left some of them alive. My men are taking them apart downstairs. Some of the stuff in the neuroclouds might be worth something. As for you, I've been waiting for you to wake up, that's all. Got anything else to say? Are you waiting for more new toys to come into your rescue? Why have you rigged this building with explosives? Sadly, I've searched it thoroughly beforehand. There's nothing here. No reinforcements, no explosives, no Griffin or whatever T-Dolls. Yes, that's the face. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Now, good night. Torture scene, as they are aware that this is not the true ending. We're surprised we have truly underestimated you, Griffin Commander. We must administer a larger but not fatal dosage. A Knighter takes out another syringe and injects the truth serum into my veins. The effect starts kicking in quickly, but I can still resist it. I still have a bit of willpower, though I don't know if I'm already running on fumes. Angie did not die, at least not in this battle. We saw her kill one of us with our own very eyes. Very own eyes. So tell us how she survived and with whom she had dealings. I will tell them everything that comes to mind. The lies, the truth, let them guess. I know what they're really after. Also, I also know the consequences of giving them what they want. Humans are fragile contraptions that break down easily. If you wish to leave this facility with your mind and body intact, value the chance you've been given and tell the truth. That's why I need time, as well as all sorts of fantasies to counter the truth serum. How many more times will Miss Angie die in my story? At the very least, she has to keep dying till I can live. So yes, this is, again, a bad end. And not the true end. Bad news is the actual story that we go. And it doesn't seem to have an extra story bit attached. IED though, IED does. It's sort of stumbling block, I think. Actually no, that's an old path. IED does though. Bad news. Where'd Angie run off to? According to our scan, Angie and her subordinates are holed up in a complex in the yellow zone. Our mechanical units have already locked onto their coordinates. It will still take a while for the tanks to arrive at the site, but we have a surveillance outpost right in front of the complex. However, we cannot determine the situation in the outpost remotely. Don't be distracted by unimportant matters. Our soldiers will do their duty as long as they're alive. Have the unit in pursuit confirm the location and numbers visually. Make sure Angie herself is actually in the building. We already scanned the signals 10 minutes ago. Signals can be faked. This battle has shown me that what 16 Lab is capable of, and I haven't seen Angie on the visuals for quite a while. You suspect they've split up? As I said, it's quite possible. Sacrificing several T-dots to save your own life. Any human would think it's a decent bargain. Our analysis shows that the best time for them to split would have been when they reached the abandoned structure, but the scan we ran on this area detected no human life signals in the building. There are also no signs indicating that any individuals have entered the building. Are you certain? Meanwhile... 12. Angie, finally. I don't see you like this very often. Did I die? More than once, and you didn't just die. During resuscitation, you went back and forth between being a corpse and a zombie. Pretty much sums up how I'm feeling. It may just be one last burst of strength, but I feel I can hold on for a while longer. I don't know when you passed out, but the others have already set off half an hour ago. They fake your biosigns and are playing the decoy with Commander's help to draw the military away and buy some time. The Commander. They left the comms equipment behind. We just finished assembling it. You can contact the Commander now. We can't stay here for too long. The military forces will catch up very soon. We need to think of a way out. I get it, I get it. I should come up with something. Give me a map and water. You're gonna have to feed it to me. I'm not strong enough. You pushed yourself too hard before. Look, your heart almost stopped beating again. The mechanical units have not entered the building yet. Your biological science probably did not register on the scan. I'm still pretty weak, but the military might think I'm already dead. That's bad news. Meanwhile, what if Angie isn't giving out bioscience? What do you mean? If she has a bad case of radiation infection, can the vital signs be so weak that our scanners can't read them? We can't dismiss that possibility, but it's highly unlikely. Unlikely, but still possible. Look into it. Move closer to the building and observe carefully. Once the pursuit unit has secured the perimeters, or if anything moves inside, enter the building. We can't ignore any possibility, and we mustn't let Angie escape. I just talked to the Commander. We must secure an evacuation route. I've marked it out on the map, but there are some military facilities along the way. 416 and the others will have to follow the Commander's instructions and destroy them for us to evacuate safely. But just having a route isn't enough. The military scouts are still nearby. The moment we leave, we will be spotted. We must find a way out to exit safely. I know that. Don't rush me. Let me think. Is there a way to leave the building without alerting the military? Commander, we're leaving the situation out there to you. We'll protect Angie, so don't worry. But is there really a way? A94 stares at the signal scanner, then suddenly... Angie, new movements on the surrounding enemies. It's the scouts. They seem to be moving towards us. Why? Have they seen through the ploy? Yes, but I don't know why. We must climb higher. No, they could just be observing the building. We mustn't move recklessly. So we just wait? We can't get out anyway. This is all we can do. Just sit here and wait to hear back from the Commander, then think. Meanwhile... Commander, as Angie mentioned, our target is the surveillance outpost. We must eliminate all enemies there in order to secure Angie's evacuation route. Time is short. The military's main force will be here any minute. Let's get this done ASAP. Yeah, this is quite a mission. We need to rescue this Tito back there. And that's quite a lot of ground to cover. And again, we do have quite some strong units here to do the mission with. But at the same time, the enemy's firepower is tremendous. And unfortunately, they seem to be alerted to everything. I'm an idiot. I forgot to spawn a second squad. Whoopsie. So honestly, restarting is probably better. It would be best if we could get 2 units over here simultaneously. For the simple reason that then we will capture the command post. And that's going to be some artillery fire on us, but I think it's fine because the enemy is not that strong. Time to spawn a second squad, much unlike last time when I forgot to do that. Move it over here, destroy the rocket launcher. Now this will take a few turns to get through. We might actually be able to surround capture some of the helipods, actually. At least one of them. After that, it's going to be a little bit difficult to figure out what the fuck to do here. Bonk. 416 just destroyed the entire enemy squad in one shot, which is great. A grenade launcher can be very useful. Obviously, we don't have enough power to destroy the 694,000 squads. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we can probably move that. That's probably our best bet right now. Should leave us with enough room, honestly. This should work. As long as there's not like some completely ridiculously powerful enemies at the very end, which there might be. I think we're fine. I don't know what's over there. It might just be an artillery gun. Because we should surround capture that helipod down there, which will give us another movement point. We don't need it, but it will give it to us. So, there's that. Missile launcher shouldn't be that big of an issue, just need to adjust. Oh, it actually works differently this time. It's just firing in a straight line past us. What's it firing at, though? Fucking mosquitoes. Odd. And the music just died. So, it's gonna be very awkwardly quiet now. In between combat. Firing at my will to live. Well, better yours than mine. To be fair, there wouldn't be any target, though. How are you doing, Bakasura? On this beautiful Tuesday evening. That is very much a Tuesday evening. Hard target to hit. What do we have there? Okay, that's just a rocket launcher. That's perfectly fine. Rescue. And then we shall just move you to the other tile. And next turn we should be done. Now the enemy will march into us. You're just being murdered by humidity over here. Why did... Oh, I forgot about that. We're dead. Ah. I forgot that it has a direct fucking line there. So, that doesn't work that way. Fail. Whoops. For some reason I thought the direct path was one later. The unfortunate thing is... is there a way to do it faster? Is there a way to do it faster? How many movement points do we start with? 4. So that's 1, spawn a second squad. If I just go straight through the middle? 1. Spawn a second squad. Prepare a little bit that it's damaged. Then move you down just down the middle here. And ignore the artillery, maybe? Then we could probably actually get there in the second turn. Maybe. Very good. Your phone just informed you to... good to know. I mean, hey! Late information is still information, right? Can't complain. I should have 1 extra movement point now. Oh no, wait, I'm getting 3 more from here. So should I have 7 movement points? Question mark? Just kill the enemy. Dang it. The artillery is actually kind of bothersome. Not when you have 1 of them firing at you, but with 2 of them at the same time, that's really annoying. Eight movement points. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not enough. No, it is. Game mechanics are the goal. Or gaming the mechanics of the game. Because we're out of movement points. And we are 1 tile short. This way we will not be able to capture it. Except switching with the hostage does not cost a movement point. So we can capture this turn, switch around, and then rescue the target. Like, yeah, they'll attack the target once, but it has 4 HP, it's fine. Bonk. Game mechanics are great. A great thing to abuse if you know them. Dude, I'm pretty sure that it's the intended solution. And extract the hostage. Very good. With the Hawk's aid, 416's team swiftly crushes the military surveillance outpost. All enemies are destroyed. What are you waiting for, 416? Report to the command already. Not all. The scanner is reading a few human life signs. Probably just elites. Most of the survivors are unarmed logistics personnel. They either got killed or by elites or ran off. Don't let your guard down. Make sure you leave no one alive, no matter who it is. They're right behind this door. They all stop just outside the medical room. Soft moans and a shuffling noise can be heard through the door. There really are people in this room, but judging by the positions, they don't seem to be on guard. Could be elites. In any case, we can't attack unarmed humans. That's not up to you. Just pray our visual reflexes are quicker than our fingers on the trigger. Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. 416 kicks open the door. Elite. 416 and sub immediately kill the elite within. I knew it. 416 in the corner. 416 turns attention to the corner of the room. A few humans are cowering in fear. Need some just a doctor, please. 416, these people are infected, but only mildly. I was just trying to save them. You're not saving anybody. Sub 2, tie them up, we're going. 416 gets in touch with the commander. Commander, we've seized the surveillance outpost. Now... What? Angie might have been discovered? Hey, how's that possible? Commander says Jaeger's forces probably realized they hadn't seen Angie with us. Then what should we do? If the military storms the building, this would have been a fool's errand, and we won't make it back in time. The scouts haven't moved in yet. They're probably monitoring us remotely at the same time to visually confirm if Angie really isn't with us. What do we do, Commander? Should we return to the building and help Angie? In the comms window, Sub 2 is tying up the army doctors behind 416. 416, I found some adrenaline. Could be useful for Angie. Take it. If you can't think of anything, we'll have no choice but to turn back, Commander. Do you think the military will be fooled by a blurry figure? Probably. As long as there isn't enough distance between us, we should be far enough. You have an idea, Commander? Commander proposes a plan. 416, any ideas yet? The military is going to catch up soon. What do? We can't just conjure an Angie out of thin air. Roll. Why can't we? 416, what did the commander tell you? What should we do? One thing I learned from 4-4, no risk, no rewards. I'll do anything to complete the mission. Now, let's play a game. Meanwhile, Angie contacts the commander. Commander, I'm sorry, I can't think of anything. Jaeger's only after me. If I walk outside, it'll definitely get their attention, especially when they already know something's off. Don't give up just yet, Angie. The scouts are not making a move yet. This time I'm really out of ideas. This is all because of me. I honestly don't know how to keep everyone alive. Commander, you've done your best. I have nothing else to say. I think it's time. Angie. Need to save you. He's trying to sabotage my mission. We've all experienced failure. Most of the time, it's not due to your own fault that we fail. You've done very well. It's me. What the hell are you saying, Angie? If you give up, what are we going to do? Commander will take care of you. You will have better opportunities to put your skills to good use. But you are in charge. If you fail to protect you, then we... I know, you'll be devastated, but you can't just have your neural clouds wiped. Like what you did to the AR team. You want to delete Sub 2's memories again? How many more times do you want to die just to make us all forget you? Out of time. Get out of here. Take all the combat records and Hawks back with you. Avenge me. What? Come on. What, Commander? What do you say? There's a way? Yes. We're going to make somebody look exactly like Angie, at least at a blur. And then, in the meantime, we plan something else. IED. Improvised Explosive Device. Now, why might this mission be called that? Commander, our unit in pursuit seems to have caught sight of Angie. What? But they're too far away. We could only capture a blurry image. The heckle and physique look right, but can't we get a clearer view? The readings confirm her as human. She appears to be unconscious on the back of the T-Doll from the AR team. They split up with the rest of the party. And just resumed her course and is moving stealthily, going from cover to cover, while Griffin's hawks are circling around. They seem to be withdrawing. And go after her, but send the team to keep pursuing the Griffin T-Dolls. Angie's condition will continue to deteriorate in the yellow zone, so she's planning to use the hawks as decoys and slip away. Roger. Then what about the surveillance unit at the abandoned building? Hold position and keep monitoring the building. Our forces are stretched thin, but we can't have any blind spots in our surveillance. Have we considered everything? We send a main force to pursue the human that we suspect to be Angie, while keeping an eye on the Griffin T-Dolls. Even if Angie really is hiding in the building, the moment she tries to escape, we'll have her pinned down. There aren't any other possibilities. There's no way she could turn the situation around. I have that bitch completely cornered. Or do you? Commander, you mean... you want to be the bad guy just this once? So long as I can live, I don't care if I have to watch all the humans in the military get buried alive. What do you have in mind? Well, we've got to be the bad guy. And he listens to the commander's explanation. You want to create roadside bombs using the Hawk's remaining artillery shells. That's no difficult task for T-Dolls, but the bombs will not be enough to blow up all the military's tanks. What the commander means is to rig the building with the IEDs once they're ready. Diego will come sooner or later. He said he's gonna come for me and have his revenge, so these bombs will be our last bargaining chips. You want to blackmail them into retreating with the IEDs? Are you sure Diego will come in person? Not at all. He's an impulsive man, but everyone has their impulsive moments. If we're making my survival a priority, this is a chance we have to take. Yep, we're gonna be the bad guy, and we're rigging yet another building with IEDs. It's AR-15 all over again. But this will require the commander to lead the Hawks back here first, and if we prepare the IED swiftly, we may not have... and even if we prepare the IED swiftly, we may not have long enough to break the building. Installing the explosive will take some time. I highly doubt we have the skill to do it. But besides, without the artillery shells, we will not have enough firepower in the subsequent battles. Subsequent battles? I don't see how IEDing a building to bury that guy makes you a bad guy. Trust me. Trust me. This time. Just this once. We are absolutely the bad guy. Actually, technically the second time in this event. Technically. Right. Wait. Andy's not the only person still alive on the battlefield, right? I don't wish to delay someone else's rescue, especially when my chances are so small to begin with. You shouldn't just give them a chance for survival, that's not... yeah. I know, but this time the odds are pretty much insurmountable. Angie. Fine. Commander, after so many battles, you've proved yourself to be far more capable than me. I believe you'll make the right decision, perhaps a better one than mine. If you've set your mind to executing this dangerous plan, we're going in all in as well. But promise me, the moment something doesn't look right, please abort the mission and retreat. Do you understand, Commander? No matter what your decision is, we are happy to accept it, but don't give up hope. Then let's get to work. Task Force Defy, start preparing the IEDs for the Commander buys us more time. You have to keep in mind what happens before we've ended up in this situation. Because yes, we're setting up the IEDs in the building. But what happens before with explosives? Defend will be the bad end, so we should probably do that. Because there was a certain happening that might, just might, change some perception on the enemy. Sorry. Normally, we're supposed to take this and bring it back to either here or... Actually, up here is not possible, but we're supposed to take them. So, yeah. Don't get it? You added 2 tiles, let's miss something. All will be very clear soon. Ish. There's a reason why this is my absolute favorite part of the event. As well, let's spawn a 3rd squad. It shouldn't take that long. Right now, essentially, we're just defending. Though not really. We're just ending the turn. We have defended. Rejoice. Now this is a bad end that I've never actually gone to. So I don't know what happens here. Victor. Again, I've never actually seen his bad end. Kind of curious about it. So let's just quickly check it. And the reason why I said it's not going to take long is because we're not going to replay the mission. Essentially, what you have to do is kind of a reverse breakthrough in this mission. You spawn units up here, break through this field, rescue this unit, and bring it all the way back to the command post. Either this one or the one up there. Actually, the one up there is inaccessible for us, so definitely the one in the middle. So you just have to go left, up, right, up, done. It's a bit of a tedium, it's not that bad. Essentially explaining that because I'm not going to replay that mission. I'm just going to go with the story bits. Victor. In the end, the defensive battle didn't buy enough time, and the task force Defy couldn't finish installing the IDs within the time limits. The commander is forced to abort the mission and instructs the rescue party to withdraw before the military breaches the structure. Eagerlighter enters the building and finds Angelia. Angelia, you've been pulling off trick after trick. I'm fully prepared for that, but I still feel compelled to applaud you for your resourcefulness. Sadly, our game of hide-and-seek has still come to an end. I knew you'd come, but I didn't expect you to come alone. I know that nothing poses a threat to me in this building. I'm just here to kill you. I don't need help for that. Still have 2 T-Dolls with me, Jaeger. You shouldn't throw your own life away so easily. We all want to kill you very much. Thanks to your dirty bump, I will be court-martialed even if I return to the military. My subordinates will finish what I started. You know, if I die here, at least I'll still be a hero. You're not a hero, Jaeger. Never. I am what history says I am. History is written by the victors. And we will be the victors. Jaeger raises this pistol. Here you go. You don't even know what victory really is. You'll never know what it costs to win. The cost of victory is to become history. Meanwhile, Commander, the military forces underlying siege just destroyed the building. According to the communication logs, Jaeger killed Angie, then he was slain by Task Force Defy. After that, the military forces received orders to demolish the building. No sign of survival from Task Force Defy. Our mission is over, Commander. We will reach our set course in 10 minutes, then we will be on our way to rescue you. At least, let us do that and complete this one last mission. And back to the torture scene, because they know that this is not how it ended. It's still the same dialogue, though, so we can skip that part. However, Stumbling Block is the next bit of story. And also a mission. Now, what could possibly happen with these IDs? Shrieks and clamor that come through Jaeger's communicator. I'm one of your own, don't kill me! Please, I was forced into this. I didn't do anything, oh god. So, we've captured the carbon that appeared to be Angie. We've confirmed that she is one of our medical personnel, given a simple makeover to resemble Angie. That Tito knocked me out and left me here. I beg you. She's infected and in need of treatment. Sir? Bring her back and treat her on the way. He leans against one of the tanks and massages his brows with his fingers. Angie's in the building. She was just buying time to retreat herself. Fuck. Yeager punches the tank in fury, then gets up and walks toward the command room. So, the Griffin party is making a run for the building. They're going back to defend it. This is the last attempt to protect Angie. Where are the scouts? Can they enter the building before Griffin gets there? They can, but the building is within the range of Griffin's hawks. They may come under attack if they get too close. I'm gonna have them stand by on the spot. All common personnel, head toward the target building and surround it. Angie, all those tricks are all for nothing. Even if your dolls don't make it back to the building, they'll just be heading for the deaths. This time there'll be no escape for you. Well, there's one tiny trick up our sleeves. 10 minutes later, the rescue party returns to the building. 416 gives Angie a dose of adrenaline. Phew, thanks, I'm feeling a lot better. I should have recorded your scream when I stabbed you with a needle. Don't play it at my funeral, thanks. Now I can finally do some simple thinking. Commander, Griffin's party has returned to the building. We'll start mounting our final defenses. The artillery shells have been modified into IEDs. A-94 and I are installing them as fast as we can, but also sort of the detonator. I'm really doing this. I'm seriously not sure if... Worst case, we all die here, but we are prepared for that. Sub 2 and 416 aren't. They have another mission, the commander. The commander's still in danger. You can't die here. Sorry, commander's orders. I can't very well disobey them, can I? Commander, I don't understand. Why are you so hellbent on saving me? Used to be an angel, this is just another mission. Finishing the job right before us first, then we can think about it. You've given me so much help. Honestly, Angie is just a ballast character. Not saving her would be a fucking shame. This is the battlefield. It's no place to talk about personal debts. Commander, we don't owe each other anything. Now you owe the commander one, Angie. Better start drafting your thank you letter. Since it's all decided, Angie, start thinking about what we are going to do. Alright. Our priority is to slow the enemies down until the IEDs are all in place. The military will storm the building at all costs. We must buy ourselves more time. Step 2, 416. The military is surrounding us in 4 directions. Jeez, they're calling in their entire main force. They've already caught on. They know Angie is in the building. Now that I think about it, this is the first time we're engaging the military's main force directly. I wish I could fight within my own T-doll body. Just take a good nap, bro. When you wake up, we'll be leaving this place with Angie. Well, there's nothing much for me to do. I'll leave it to you then. Actually, will you stay awake, bro? Huh? Why? It's only the AR team when the two of us are together. Suit yourself. I'll record everything for you. The glorious battle in which the AR team takes on the military's main force. They're coming. Pox, prepare for battle. Commander, this is our last stance. We must fend off their attack and buy the time for Task Force Defy. Welcome to the final, well, technically final mission of this map, or of this event. It is just defend 5 turns. You can spawn in 3 echelons. I don't remember what the enemy actually spawns here. Oh, these are heavy helipods. Ah, okay. Alright, well, we know what we spawn up here, that's for sure. Down here, how about 84? 84 is like the second best in terms of pierce that we have. Which is, you know, something. I'm pretty sure that Mark 153 would eventually be better, but at the moment it's not yet. Because I haven't leveled it whatsoever. And then one more squat in here in the middle, and that's when we start. That's a lot of firepower. Holy shit. At the same time, we do have Hawk right next to it, but that doesn't change the fact that it's a lot of firepower. Two. Bonk. This is already starting to become a little bit stronger. And with a little bit, I mean a lot. Actually, I think this is the same strength as before. Seems like the 52k squad really isn't that bad. It just looks menacing at first. Oh well. Do ding ding. Ding 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 ding. Now we can clear out quite the space here with two squadrons. Like the enemy needs 1, 2, 3 turns to get near us in the first place. And we're not going to get them that money. This is going to be a different squad. In some way. I see, it's essentially more guns. Not that big a deal. Switch these and resupply. And then we defeat another squad here. And then I want to switch to the other squad that we have spawned. Come on, NTW, I really need you to hit those shots. We need to move down here. I'm going to cheese a little bit. And I mean a little bit. We're going to quickly resupply and repair. Switch these two again. Second thing we need to do is repeat the exact same feat on the other side. I love IWS. It's such a fun rifle to use in combat, man. It's just blasting without regret. And snap. And they're dead. All gone. 2 points of damage taken on, well, not, but that's fine. Essentially, the squats on the outskirts here are our main defense, while the squats on the inside are our defense against enemies that get a lot closer. Because there will be stragglers that break through, but shouldn't be that many. That was an OTS 12. Bang, bang, bang. Very nice. Now, 2 more times. 2 more times. 2 more times. 1 time here. Never really been that big on IWS, even though you seem to like. It seems like just the kind of gun you'd like. I really like her design, and more importantly, the way that she works, her skill works, is great. Because she lowers her own rate of fire for massively increasing her damage. Which is just right up my alley. Oh. Blast away, my friends. And they're all dead again. There are other rifles that I like a lot, like Kar 98, but there's just none that hit the same itch. You know? It's just nothing that compares. I want you to stay on standby here. I actually genuinely don't know whether or not I'm taking the right way of defending this. It's entirely possible that defending in the middle would be more effective, but I don't think we can replenish our own ammunition there. Also, the big enemy squads are dead. These enemy squads are a lot weaker, as you can see by the fact that it's already dead. Like 17,000. What's 17,000? Some of our AI-controlled squads here, taking part in combat as well. Bonk. We essentially need to stop mainly the enemy big guys. Because the small fry can easily be stopped by these guys here. Be it A94, 416, SOP 2, or AK-12, they can definitely stop the small fry. Oh, we can resupply in the middle. Now that is interesting. We can shuffle in and out from this spot. Actually, no, we can only shuffle in, we can't shuffle out. Never mind, so no resupplying in the middle. The resupplying is only working in the corner here. So... No. Let's all check what's on that tile. I would need you to go from here to there. No. No. And then switch with A94, probably. God damn it. The biggest issue that I'm seeing here is the fact that I can't get the Hawks out safely. And I'm not going to be able to resupply anymore. Unless the enemy isn't alerted to that tile specifically. Which would be nice, but it's unlikely. I need to stop the... Hang on, wait, stop, stop. How much ammo do we have? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yikes. We definitely need you to kill this thing. 100%. And maybe the one next to that too. Then we need to resupply before we do anything else. Very nice. No! Why are you here? And of course they're alerted to all tiles, so we can't leave the Hawks there either. Disgusting, I hate them. Fuck. We need to retreat and resupply. I know that I have cleared this mission before, and I know how to clear it. There's just one other slightly bothersome thing that I think about this mission, and that is that I'm pretty sure that some of the story comes after you finish this immediately. Of course, I can just go into the log and look it up there. And one good thing is that they need to force themselves into these lines here. Not all units can go in there at the same time. So despite the fact that they have a lot of units, they won't be able to use them all. Hello? Resupply? Thank you. Let me save you real quick. I need to keep the teleport. That is essential. resupply. Switch and resupply the rifle squad again. Stay there. That way we have a little bit of a more of a chance to keep this intact. There we go. NTW actually hit all of our shots, which immediately makes it a death machine. The problem is that there's probably all the tanks here. No, that's just a... okay. That's still fine. Bonk. Very good. Do ding ding. I need to move back here as well, though. Just because I don't have enough movement. Which will mean that one enemy unit will enter this helipod here. That's our next target for rifle squad down here. The tank will have to die somehow. Oh shit, they have a diagonal straight into 416. So 416 is gone. That's bad. We can replace it with our own squad, but we can't resupply that. Not with the positioning that it's in. Boom. Because unfortunately, 416, there's no way that she's going to be the squadron of the things that she's going to have to face. Oh no, not the landmines. Very good. If I'd known that there was more of those fucking Cyclops tanks in here, I probably would have taken along a very nostalgic squad. Which would have been DSR 2-shot guns. Actually, no. Not 2-shot guns. But DSR, essentially. It's an extremely good anti-armor weapon. Wait, you might actually be able to do this. Damn! I was wrong! 416 can actually defeat the squad, so that's some defense still intact. That's good. The problem is that they're now really closing in. And the way that they're closing in, I don't like it. I don't like it. Because we have some certain units here. We need to kill this tank, and it's not gonna be easy. I didn't mean to move. That's a waste of a point. It's a waste of 2 points, actually. What else am I supposed to do with this thing? I can't do anything but attack it. I hate the tanks, I really do. They're not fun. No, it doesn't work. So, I know how to do this mission. I have done this mission. I could also look up a guide if I really wanted to know how to do this mission. It's probably to do with baiting the tank. However, we're not completing the mission right now. What I'm going to do instead, because I just can't be asked to deal with a fucking Cyclops. They're so annoying and unfun. I'm going to quickly check, because I'm convinced that there's a story right after. I think in the index we can check. What? 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 Index? There we go. Playback. Continuum Turbulence. Stumbling block. Yep, it does have 2. There we go. This is the end cutscene. The military main force attacks relentlessly and is gradually dominating the battle. You are missing out on the exact end. Okay. Take care, Bakasura. Have a good night. I get 12. We can't hold them off much longer. How far are you? Oops. We're still installing them. Just hang on. Just hang in there for a bit. I don't know how long we can keep this up. Can't you work a bit faster? Sub 2 to the left. I see it. We've finished installing the minimum amount of IEDs required. Echo 12, your detonator. 416, grenade. 416, what's going on? 416. I'm out of ammo. They're swarming in. Grenade, sub 2, duck. Explosions go off one after another. 416, sub. What is happening out there? Answer me. 416, do you copy? Left breach or defensive. You guys entered the building. We must get them off our tail fast. Echo 12, where's the detonator? We're not gonna make it. What? Now that the enemies are inside the building, I can't wire them all together. It's simply impossible to set up all the IDs within such a limited amount of time. Is it impossible? We are so close. Come so far. Angie, is it really over just like that? Angie, what should we do now? Is there a backup plan? Angie? Sub 2, keep up. The strip mines won't hold them off for long. Echo 12, are the bombs ready yet? Echo 12, A94, Scheiße, somebody answer me! The very eggs grow still. The sound of crossfire is getting closer and closer. Angie raises her head slowly. Give me another dose of adrenaline. But in its current condition, your body cannot... Give me another dose of adrenaline. 94, give it to her. Angie lets out a painful groan as she injects herself with more adrenaline. Beads of sweat are rolling down her forehead. She keeps breathing laboriously to drown out the pain. And here's the plan. Take everyone to the roof and stay as far away from me as you can. You want us to retreat without you? Sorry, we can't do that. Jaeger's forces already have the space completely surrounded. Of course I know that. That's why I'm giving you such an order. Echo 12 looks at Angie in the eye and finds no hesitation in her steady gaze. Let's see. Then good luck. 94, tell Sub 2 and 416 to retreat to the roof. We'll meet them there. But Angie's going to sort this out her own way. Understood. I will notify them. Angie, how sure are you about this? There's a 10% chance that this will work, maybe less. Optimistic as ever, I see. If it does work, try to get me out as fast as you can. Understood. I'll be waiting for your order. AK-12 and A-94 take the leave. Angie picks up the detonator that AK-12 didn't manage to set up. She grabs an old chair and sits down slowly. She fishes out her pistol, AK-12 handed back to her, and snickers to herself. If I'd known, I wouldn't have emptied the mag back then. I could have blown Jaeger's damn brains out right now. Footsteps coming down coming from downstairs. There's the sound. The biosignature is just upstairs. The T-dot signals are further up on the roof, a considerable distance away from the biosignature. Could this be a trap? Attention, our target's on the 3rd floor. Hold your position and stay alert. Let me see what she's up to. Sir, are you going up alone? She's provoking me, which is why I must enter myself. The T-dots aren't by her side. She must have prepared something. Check the building carefully and report to me at once if you find anything. Yes, sir. Now, let's see what kind of tricks you've still got with one foot already in your coffin, Angie. Diego walks up the stairs. Finally, he's face to face with the woman. Angelia. I love this art. Just look at her. Sitting there. Smug as fuck. Angie is the best character in this entire fucking game, I swear. Captain Jaeger. We meet again. You don't have your subordinates with you. Neither do you. I am more than enough to deal with you. You talk big for a guy who made a huge fuss and dragged an entire crowd along to pursue me. It's rather a pathetic way of chasing a woman. Are these your last words? You're even more boring than I thought, Angie. You really disappoint me. Sorry, I really am just a boring woman. So, are you planning to make a lengthy speech before you kill me? Do I look like a second-rate villain in some trashy movie? You look like one, but I know your head isn't clear enough of that for the part anymore. Collapsed fluid doesn't just ravage the flesh. You've been enduring the mental instability caused by the radiation while letting me play you for a fool. You must be very close to losing it. You're right. My subordinates and I were a bit out of control because ever since the dirty bomb went off, we've been driven by a single motive: to kill you. The puppet show you put on with the Gryffindors hasn't quenched our thirst for vengeance in the slightest, as there's only one thing we're after: your death. Now it's time. Angie gives no response, but you're gonna notice her obscured hand and making a move. Die. Jaeger puts out his gun, but at the same time... That fast draw was beautiful. If you weren't an enemy, I might just fall for you. But why haven't you fired? If I'm not mistaken, you seem to be afraid of this. Julia lifts the detonator. Barging into the building in such a hurry, you didn't even think about why I've been staying here, did you? Right then, Jaeger receives a transmission. Sir, we've discovered multiple IEDs hidden around the building. We only located a few with our scan, but judging by the rigging pattern, we estimate there are a lot more than we haven't picked up yet. Finally got on. That's right. I put on an act and fooled you into thinking I was extremely weak and feeble, so that you'd have this building surrounded. Then I had my teeth out by time for me to prepare the bombs and just waited for you to come bursting into the building like an idiot. It's always been my plan to get you all in one go and make you pay for betraying me. Angie. Oh, don't look at me like that. And I suggest you relax your hand if you shoot me. My T-Dots will immediately set off the bombs with a spare detonator. You think you can threaten me? Of course I can. One last thing, these aren't just regular bombs in the building, Dave. They're rigged to a collapsed fluid canister. If it goes off, all your forces out there will be going down with us. Collapsed fluid. Trying to trick me again now. Cut the crap. You have no way of doing that. What makes you so sure? You're lying. We can get so much collapsed fluids. There can't be more canisters. Why not? Just because I've used one before? Who do you think is more likely to press a detonator? A person who set off a nuclear bomb? Or one who hasn't? Why don't you ask your subordinates? They must be busy trying to find a little present we've hidden for you. Nigger keeps one hand on his gun and fishes out his communicator with the other. Are you detecting high concentrations of collapsed fluid in the building? Yeah, we're running a scan right now. But the contamination is so severe in the area, the scanner can't get a proper reading. Well, believe me now. Then what are you waiting for? Push the trigger as you've planned. What's so funny? You're on the verge of collapsing under all this pressure, but you're still trying to pressure me. Not bad. I'll give you some good news. You're in luck. I just changed my mind. All your troops are outside to withdraw to the outskirts, and I'll let me and all my T-Dolls leave this place. Then I'll think about letting you all off the hook. You wish, Angie. I've finally made it this far. I won't just let you slip away again. Push that trigger and let us all go to hell if you dare. Don't try me. This is your final chance. Or you'll take another radiation bath, but this time neither you nor your subordinates will live. You think I'm scared of dying here? We're soldiers, Angie. And you know what soldiers are made of. I know you, Jaeger. You're their commanding officer. You may consider T-Dots worthless, but these humans are your comrades and brothers. Will you endanger them again just so you can have your revenge? My men don't mind making sacrifices. So you want them to eat another dirty bomb? Just how selfish can you be? Think about the future. Think about the families. The moment I use this detonator, you, as well as everyone here, won't ever get a chance to have your revenge. You're bluffing. Either that or you're fucking insane. I am. That's why I'm capable of anything. They have all left me for dead, and this is my last lifeline. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm happy to trade my own life and my worthless T-Dots in exchange for bringing down so many enemies. No matter what you do, I win. So, take your pick. Either we all live, or you're all coming with me. Angie grins wolfishly. Jaeger can't discern any ulterior motive from her cold eyes. She's only forcing him to do one thing, to make a choice. Jaeger knows at this point, he really doesn't have one. Slowly, he lays down his weapon. This time, you win. Spare your worthless life for now. Attention. This building is suspected to be rigged with explosive containing collapse fluids. Withdraw 3 kilometers and keep a safe distance from the structure. That's in order. Everyone out. Now. And he stands up and walks toward the window. Andrew, do you copy? The military is starting to withdraw. Our path to the extraction point is clear. I know. Come and get me. She turns back to Jaeger. You make a fine commanding officer. I'll admit you're a good soldier, but you're fighting on the wrong side. K-12 and 94 jump in through the window and aim their weapons at Jaeger. So you're getting rid of me after all. Kill you? There's nothing in it for me. The Sanguis Mastermind has given us a slip. Is there any reason why we must tear each other's throats out? You know I have a reason. I once had a million reasons to kill you too. But not now. I've got more important stuff to do. This isn't the end, Angelia. Just you wait. Angie lets herself be pulled into AK-12's back under Jaeger's vicious glare. Leave it till next time. Here, a little souvenir for you. Hope it helps you remember a hard lesson learned. Angie tosses the detonator onto the floor as AK-12 and A-94 jump out through the window with her. Jaeger walks steadily toward the window and picks up the detonator. He stares wordlessly at the empty sky outside. Half an hour later. So, according to the bomb disposal unit reports, the IDs installed in the building weren't connected to any detonator. The drone had run a detailed scan of the whole structure and found no sign of any canister containing a high concentration of collapse fluid, either. So? I knew it. I knew it. Jaeger remains incredibly calm. He merely gazes emptily at the detonator that Angie left behind. I knew she was bluffing. It wasn't unexpected at all. But I had no choice. You all know what that woman is capable of. I wouldn't put your lives in danger again. So, next time, no matter what happens, we are ready to sacrifice ourselves at your command. Jaeger peers at the corporal. He takes a deep breath and claps his subordinates on the shoulder. Save that for next operation. Our country will demand greater sacrifices from us all. For the country's bright future, we must proceed to the next stage of the plan. Meanwhile... Angie, I didn't know you threw in some collapse fluids. What actually is collapse fluids? As if I had no more cards on my sleeve back then. All I could do was give them a scare. I knew Jaeger would be suspicious when he saw me on my own. I merely stoked the suspicions and made him scare the pants off himself. That was real dirty. If I didn't strike him where it hurts, I wouldn't have shaken his resolve. He isn't afraid to die, but he can't bear to watch so many of his men die before him. It wasn't the first time. Angie, I'm curious. If the IEDs were fully functional, would you really have detonated them? I don't know. We'll see if it ever comes to that. I'll improvise. You always devise very elaborate plans with provision made for various contingencies. Yet now you talk about improvising. I mean, I don't mind winging it when something unexpected happens, but you really went off the deep end this time. Even I think so. To be honest, it was all an empty bravado. I banked everything on the three things. 1. The military couldn't find all the EIDs that quickly. 2. The radiation had spread enough to affect the entire area and interfere with our scanner. And 3. Jaeger was befuddled by my high-pressure tactics. The result was mostly down to luck. If Jaeger hadn't been infected, if he hadn't been so impatient to have his revenge, with his experience, he could most certainly have come with something else, and my hands would have been truly tied. But in the end, we did survive. That's what truly matters. You saved us, Angie. Yeah, I didn't actually expect us all of us to live. I'm the one who saved. You just got dragged into this because of me. I'm very grateful to you all and the commander. Now we're going to rescue the commander, aren't we? The military has resumed their pursuit. They're currently occupied with cleaning up the scene and treating the wounded. This is our best chance. Thank goodness you haven't been in any kind of danger so far, Commander. You managed to stay hidden in the secret safe house this whole time. How lucky. It's not actually that safe, but I do have help. Huh? Help? Oh, who do you mean? The 2 elite T-Dolls, Foyle and Carlin, sent to protect the commander. She only sent 2. Well understaffed, but those 2 are more than enough for the job. Huh? I'm not sure about that. Who are they? One is an elite model that IOP has kept on the wraps for a long time. She isn't exactly a team player, but she's good. Her name is Griffin Teedle M82A1. A Barrett. Because who else to have there than a semi-automatic 50 caliber anti-material rifle? The sound of ferocious shootout comes through the channel. Huh? Is there a fight somewhere? I've been fighting the whole time. Kalina told me the rescue party was on the way, but I didn't know you'd take so long. The commander is in trouble. Please hurry up. Trouble? What trouble? Gunshot, they're coming, bearing 300. 300 degrees. That too, thank you very much. Don't interrupt me. Allow me to introduce M870. A problematic Teedle that's good for nothing if not for her skills. Good for nothing if not skills and coolness, thank you very much. Nice to meet you guys, but I'm not interested in going out for drinks with strangers under such dangerous circumstances. Right now, there are only 2 of us protecting the commander, so can you please hurry the fuck up? What enemies do I have you run into? Can you describe them? I've been trying to figure that out myself. These things that we're coming up against... What exactly are they? Teedles? Humans or some sort of emissaries? I'm not sure if I can take care of them. Just to make it clear, girls, you do understand that by I'm not sure, I actually mean I can't, right? No, we do. But what kind of enemies are we talking about? I don't know what they are. Have you seen these white dolls before? And that kinky slut wearing a white tunic over there. I'd forget the language that they used in this event. What? White dolls? We really must hurry. Commander, we're in big trouble. Well, that we really truly are. As the final map is called White Doll. And, it's a mission. White Doll. The night is over and the sky starts turning a pinkish white. Everyone is making their final preparations for the decisive battle. You enemies, why didn't you mention anything? Our mission so far didn't have us. Our mission so far didn't have use for such information. Have you got any clue, Angie? No, but I might be able to make a guess going by the characteristics. What do they look like? You'll see for yourself soon. Making all those bombs just now has weakened our Hawk's firepower significantly. If they use up all their remaining artillery shots now, our next move. Use them all. Save nothing. This is our last move. Commander, how are you doing? Are you sure you want to come and get... are you sure you want to come and get us, Defy? Can't be helped. Angie's on us. Just kidding. You've helped us out. You've helped us and Angie out so many times. We should do something to return the favor. Besides, this operation requires a triumphant conclusion. It's our honor to see everything through to the ends. Right, girls. While not everyone is here, almost all the subordinates I've ever had are with me now. I've looked through 416's report. These enemies are powerful and enigmatic, but they have only one objective: to capture the commander. We will not let them get what they want. The commander's team will do their best to slow them down, while we'll break through the encirclement and extract the commander from the safe house. Have you seen these stats, Angie? It's going to be a very tough fight. The black dots alone almost turned the entire Griffin base upside down, and this white one could only be even more advanced. I know, my experience tells me our chances aren't good at all. But they never are they? In any case, the commander needs us now. We must succeed and achieve this one last victory for the commander. Let's go. Good morning, Griffin Commander. Do not resist or we will destroy all your subordinates. Calling just to say that? Yes, we wish to observe your reaction and compare them to the data we have in your profile. Subject did not react in despair. Supposition inaccurate. Further observation to be conducted after the subject is captured. We won't let you puppet. We're going to break through your blockade and rescue the commander. All your efforts are futile. But since you will not lay down your arms, I will prove that to you soon. Now, Nitus, let the hunt begin. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. These tanks? Not a great look to be going up against. And we need to go all the way back there. I have actually entirely forgotten how to run this map, so let me just quickly do something. Because there is still a very tiny little handy thing that I can do. There are guides for this event. This is Continuum Turbulence, the final map. And you can see some seriously big firepower at the end there. Map guide, chapter 3. White doll. Apparently, this will take a few turns, but apparently it only takes one combat squad. So, combat squad on the HQ, you say. And it's recommended to have a combat squad that is rifle and handgun and 4 links and with the Taunt Ferry. Just move this to a different side. Or rather, size this to a way that I can still see my chat. Fill the rest with dummies. Dummies in guides are usually just a squad. Can be a single handgun. The cheapest stuff you can get. Because I don't really want to remodel everything right now, I'm just going to spawn some random ass shit. Moves to the corner of the map to draw Gundam's aggro and tank's aggro. This also prevents the tank further down from the path from blocking your opponent's next turn. With one remaining move, move the dummy near HQ. I see. So, essentially, what we want to do is move you here, 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 and then here. And then, we can move you over here. That is all we should do this turn, according to the guide. Now, moving through some very good guides is nice. And honestly, the fact that we've had these available for us... Let me just restart that. That was pretty stupid. Let me just restart again because that was still stupid. There we go. The main thing is that these guys here jump into the enemy that they see first and laser down the entire lane. With the whatchamacallit, the taunt dummy, or the taunt fairy, they are forced to attack the taunt fairy, which is really nice. Normal enemies are just normal enemies. It's whatever. There's a lot of them, but we just make it disappear. It's honestly not that big a deal. End the turn here. This will aggro one tank and one Gundam. Now the Gundams are easy to destroy. Hostage has been killed straight up. Like, legit? Oh yeah, it's just insta-death. Okay. That's not great. Turn 2. Depending on where the Gundam went. avoid that fight and straight to the AA platform to destroy it. So we do not want to fight the Gundam. We could, but we won't. There. Up here, and to this AA platform. Last move. It's gonna be this squad again. Move it over there. And turn. Essentially, we need to get rid of some of the anti-aircraft battery before we do anything else. Now, we need to retreat this. Next thing that we do, what's the chances that with tanks the closest to HQ will not have a priority and still block the bottom path, so if you can restart. Hang on a minute, what? I see, this is this one. Dip. Oh, we want to lure the tank with that. Got it. Lure the tank away from that. The tank. Put them off the map, move the dummy at the bottom helipads. Down one and respawn the combat echelon, the guide says. That we can do. Prepare the rest of the damage before redeploying. So dummy echelon, move up the point where there's two nodes away from the tank, I see. Over here, and then here. Yeah, we need to make sure... I actually now understand what the guide is saying. There's a warning in the guide, and this is about priority of enemies. There is a chance that the priority of the tanks will be in the way that the tank on the right side will move into the dummy squad, and not the one that we want. And turn and pray. Dang it. This is essentially a mission restart. Withdraw. Not worth taking the damage. Do I bother restarting the map? I don't know. Essentially what we need to do now is get all the way over here, destroy this entire platform. From which point we will capture this heavy heliport, where we will be able to respawn again, and continue the map. Which means that we have an enemy, a squad in this area, where we can still destroy another anti-aircraft turret, kill the boss, and get out. I think I'm just gonna terminate mission and go for the story bit here, because... I'll be honest, as much as I love this event, this is my favorite event in the entire game. That I've played, because I have missed two. Some missions are a bit of a pain in the ass. And I'm also running out of time today anyway, so yeah, there's that. Continuum Turbulence. White Doll. There's apparently a second one in the middle somewhere. When does this play? Was this one of those maps that you need to clear multiple times? I really don't remember. Angie, now. Not yet. Enemy fire still too heavy. But these really are totally different than what your information describes. This must be enhanced models. They're even more powerful than the previous ones. I'm dying to know where they came from. What the hell are they? I've never seen that insignia or those weapons before. We must fall back and wait for another chance. How long will it take? They seem to be getting reinforcements. Can you still go on? I don't know, I made it too. If it weren't for your long-range support, we would probably die right here. I don't want that to happen. If you can help me pinpoint the ringleader's precise location, I might be able to snipe it down from this angle. Got it. I'll try to think of a way out of this impasse. Yeah. Essentially, that's a mid-battle thing. Well, this here is the final. The battle enters the final stage. Commander, we've eliminated the enemies in the perimeter. We're looking for a chance to make our way in. Please be ready. We'll be right. The transmission gets cut off all of a sudden. Crash. The back door of the safe house is broken down. The commander feels an abrupt sting of electric current from head to toe and slumps onto the ground. Good morning, Griffin Commander. We are under orders to capture you. Smack. Suddenly, a figure comes rushing up from behind the black doll and slaps her across the face with a force way more incredible than it appears. The doll flies across a considerable distance and slams into the wall. That was for walking in front of me. The black doll gets to her feet slowly, red fluid dripping down from the corner of her mouth. That was by your stupidity that resulted in a failed mission. There were only a few dolls at the Griffin base, yet you still failed. You also wasted a quadruple the amount of time and 5 times more resources than expected in gathering and analyzing their data. That was not me. They have already given their all. To me, you're all the same, and you keep making the same mistake mission after mission. Our lives are short and precious, yet you squander them time and time again with your impotence. I'm ashamed to share your name and appearance. Father should never have created you. This is why I'm standing here, teaching you what it means to have a self. I understand. Our success today is all thanks to me. That human is my trophy. I have no objection. Take the human to Father's desired location. And the we over there will require what Father wants from the prisoner. Griffin is about to break through our blockade. When will our transport arrive? It's going to take some time. The automated carrier is still on its way. Sister, where are you going? This is a demonstration. I'm going to buy you some time. But you will not get to leave. Your soul will not stay anchored to this body. Genuine freedom can only be attained through sacrifice. I shall awaken once more with this freedom. Take the human and report my achievements to Father. Do you understand? Yes, I will make sure Father remembers you, I swear. 10 minutes later. The defense line is about to collapse. Keep it up. Your actions are meaningless, Griffin dolls. No matter how many times you attack, you will not be able to get close to my scythe. No, we can't. But they can. Ah. It's Edos. Elids, not Edos. Fucking killing floor. The baptized? Guys, Ron and I have drawn the Elid zombies this way. Told you I'd come in handy. You mean, give me a megaphone. I didn't know it comes with so many modes. I am a Tito of many talents. Hey, hurry, they're about to get me. Sub 2, you might have attracted too many of them. Didn't you say you want to draw them all from every direction? Let's search towards the blockade. Oh, you need to stand down. Do not attack the baptized. Huh? Why aren't the white enemies attacking? They'll be torn to pieces. Does that matter? M82, I've located the target. Can you make a snipe from this distance? Wouldn't be a problem even if you triple the distance. The white tail doll takes a bullet in the head, which explodes like a watermelon. We did our part. Now it's up to Angie and 416. Meanwhile, inside the safe house. What do you think? Kicks the door open. Commander, where are you? Come out! Commander's in here. Search the house. Do not bother. You are too late. The black door will slowly walk slowly into the room. Why are you here? What about the commander? Tell us where the commander is. We've taken the Griffin commander away. Why? What exactly are you after? You know nothing about us. Our greatness is beyond your comprehension. What? You must be here for a reason. You couldn't possibly have fallen out from the sky. What do you hope to achieve with that piece of knowledge? Indeed, I have no interest in your identity or intentions. Hand the commander over. Unfortunately, the humans already departed from this location. There's nothing you can do. I only stayed behind to relay a message. The shining beacon in the brave new world. And you killed the Black Doll with a single shot. Don't say that in my presence. It revolts me. Angie, the battlefield is getting out of hand. We must withdraw. Can you confirm if the commander has really been abducted? There are no life sent in the safe house. I believe it's true. That's why dolls. We're only here to slow us down. Angie, did we fail the mission? Angie stands at the remains of the Black Doll and the pool of crimson fluid on the floor in silence. No, not yet. We simply haven't completed the mission yet. No one is going to get left behind, I swear. I think I finished the entire story. I'm sure I didn't make any mistakes. A heavy weight is lifted off my mind. I no longer have to fight against the truth serum. Of course, this also means I'm about to face something much worse. Further, the Griffin Commander has completed the statements. It tallies with our information. Finally spilled it all. It took you so long to interrogate a simple PMC employee. Just how useless are you? We are very sorry, Father. We did our best. I know. I never expected much from garbage like you. Now tell me what you learned. Keep it brief. Commander. Just then I hear a voice in my ear. I hear hope. Please check your restraints discreetly, but don't make any move. We've hacked into the system and deactivated them. Once you confirm this, feel around for the pistol hidden beneath the straps. If you can find it, please lower your gaze, look to the right and blink twice. Then look straight ahead again. I can feel that the restraints have indeed been deactivated and I follow our instructions. I can now move freely, but I know it isn't time yet. Understood, Commander. We'll be there in the interrogation room right away. If these Niters try to attack you before we get there, don't hesitate to fight back. They're only interrogator models and have no weapons or combat capabilities. I'm sure you can handle them. By the way, don't forget our codes. To acknowledge, please lift your gaze, look to the left, furrow your brows, then pull the right corner of your mouth downwards. Don't stick at your tongue. It's a bit challenging, but I do everything she asks. A wonderful face. I've documented the image in retaliation for ruining my reputation in your story. Now, please wait patiently. We'll still need a little bit more time. I want to tell her I don't have much time left, but she's already ended the conversation. On the other end of the night's communicator, the owner of that male voice whose haughtiness is so apparent even through the digital distortion that he must be lying on a sofa right now, listening to a record player and staring at the ceiling. Then he'll casually read out my sentence. What awaits me, what this father wants to do to me, is quite obvious. So you're telling me that there was no way for the commander and all the other targets to have come into contact with the mastermind? Indeed. The evidence offers no contradiction from any aspect. Then we have no need for contradiction. Your work is over. What should we do with the commander? Do you have to ask? How many times have you done this already? Chop off the commander's head and send it to me, then destroy all evidence. Stand closer this time and put your back into the swing. Make it a clean cut and keep the head in good shape for my research. Will my rescue not make it in time? The four knights are closing in with blades in hand. I'm not sure, other than the head, what other body parts would make an effective target. I must wait for them to come even closer so that I can get them all in with the head in one go. This isn't what we agreed. The four dogs offer no response at all. They just keep walking towards me. Oh, I can't make a move yet. They're close enough, just a bit closer. Besides, I don't know which one. The moment the Niters raise their blades, I've brought misfortune. I am a person at the last standing Naito. She gazes at me, but I don't pull the trigger because... my motto's always been, treat ladies gently. I told you didn't have to respond to my code phrase. But I like that reply. Looks like you know who we are. Papa. Yeah, it's UMP. I'm very honored to take part in this mission, Commander. Somehow I doubt your sincerity. I would very much like to smile in response to that, but simply hacking into this night is taking up all of my processing capacity. I can't do much about the face or the voice. Hope you don't mind. The Knighter walks towards the entrance and studies the door. It seems to take you very seriously. To keep interrogating a room under wraps, the door can only be opened from within, and the only ones with the access are these Knightos. Of course, we could have blasted it open from the outside, but I didn't want to blow you to bits as well. The Knighter fiddles with some mechanism, and the door opens with a creak. Then a T-Door walks in. Looks like you're safe, Commander. The calm T-Door that has been corresponding with me was 416, the one in control of the Naito. Nicely done, Commander. UMP 45 Mod 3. With a new arm and a little bit of a mangled leg. You managed to finish off 3 Nighters all by yourself under these circumstances. Now let me add the finishing touch. UMP executes the hacked Niter with a bang. Your suffering is over. Is that you? Like when you look? I don't think you get to see me too often. Just give her some compliments. Who knows when we'll see each other again. Next time we meet, you'll probably have forgotten about me. I won't dare to remember me. But I'll be happy to, as long as you remember our secret code. Now, let's get on with the job. 416, hold the command up, and we're getting out of here. That's not going to be easy. Are they coming, 45? Of course. They won't give up the commander just like that. Let's go. We should find somewhere to hide first. With the help of a brand new UMP-45 and the same old 416, I stumble out of the interrogation room unsteadily. At long last, I'm leaving this damn place. I've spent God knows how many hours or days, but I can't help but look back at the remains of the Niters in there. Remains? Or... I've taken the fluid that looks exactly like blood and the body parts mangled by bullets. What on earth are they? With my brain still addled by chemicals, all kinds of notions tumble around uncontrollably inside my head. UP-45's hack could only last for a minute at a time? Ro mentioned something about fluid leaking out of the bodies after they got shot? And the voice that sounded both real and hollow. I can't think straight. The sound of gunshots, artillery fire, and UP-45's calls overlap in my mind as I gradually slip into oblivion. What exactly have I achieved? Victory? Freedom? Or an even deeper level of hell? And that is, in fact, the end of Continuum Turbulence. It is a genuinely great event that not only brings us a lot closer to Angie, in terms of story, which is great in its own right, but also ties up a few knots, brings in a new faction, a whole bunch of things about the military, which will be expanded on in following events, and probably also Chapter 11, which I still haven't played yet. So, yeah. I shall be ending my streamer for today, though, so let me quickly check something, and that is who I can raid for today. Let me see. Let's go say hello to Nitro, who's currently playing Cassette Beasts. So... let's go say hello. As I'm going to end my stream here, and be back tomorrow with some Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, as our boats will still conquer the world. Still at it. One playthrough of that game takes a while. Anyway, have a good night, and thank you very much. Take care, and good night.